so I need you to be really quiet, okay?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. There we go. All right. So we are going to get going this evening. We don't have a lot. We started at 7 o'clock, which normally we start at 6:30. We didn't have necessarily as many advancements as we had coming right out of the summer camp time frame. So this tends to be our slowest Court of Honor from an advancement perspective, but it's still important for the boys who are earning recognition between basically summer camp to summer camp to get recognized, and so we have a few of those tonight, and we're glad that you're here, family and friends, to join us. So we'll get started, and then you're welcome to join us for refreshments afterwards until you see the lights go up. All right, so if we could have Troop 308 advance. There's a photo opportunity. All right, let's go to the next couple of slides. Okay. Troop, we're going to have you about face. And those of you who want to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please stand. Devin, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Scout sign and hand over your heart.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Troop may be seated. And Devin first.
My honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Thank you.
Is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
All right. And Scouts, you may be seated this time. Nicholas, could I have you come forward? Thank you. So Nicholas is our newest Eagle Scout, and he is also our what's the right word I'm looking for? Our chaplain's aide. Thank you. telling me what your role is. And so, I'm sorry, a little off tonight. So our chaplain's aide will conduct the invocation at this time. Thank you.
Please bow your heads in reverence. God our Father, bless us as we gather here today. Help us to better understand our promise to you in the Scout Oath and Law. Teach us to love you and to love all your people and the world around us. All in doing our very best every day. In your name we pray. Amen.
All right, greetings everybody. So as I mentioned at the very beginning, we have we have some advancements this evening that we're going to celebrate with you. And I did want to take a moment to recognize, let's see who we have in the room here. Richard Lambert is our district committee chair. And many of you know him as well from being in Troop 308 for many years as an assistant scoutmaster and many other roles around the district. So Dick, thank you for coming tonight, and you'll see Dick in a little bit with a presentation that we have for him. All right, I'm going to ask you to stay seated just for a minute. We do have somebody who would like to remotely say hello as well.
Oh, God. Why did we
There we go.
I heard that.
All right.
I heard that.
You're up, Jim.
Am I on the big screen?
You are on the big
Let's see
screen.
this.
When's the last time you did Whoa.
I give a little view.
This is funny
Wow.
stuff there. What's up? Is that the back? No,
I've
that's
seen
not.
that. That's okay.
So, just for those of you that don't know, Jim is joining us from the great city of where, Jim?
Houston, Texas.
All right. So, anything you want to say to the troop this evening for the Court of Honor?
Well, certainly congratulations to all that have achieved new awards tonight, new ranks tonight. I know there's a couple of Eagles that got their, are there tonight, new Eagles. And certainly congratulations to them because that does take a major effort. Major concentration, major effort, etc. So I'm glad they've achieved that, and I want to certainly challenge all the rest of the scouts to achieve that same rank.
Thank you, Jim. We appreciate it. When's the next committee meeting?
Next week.
Next week, right. All right. That was a recruitment effort on your behalf.
One meeting a week now. One meeting a week.
Right, exactly. All right, Jim, thank you very much. Enjoy your evening in the great state of Texas.
No snow.
All right.
Hey, where's the snow?
You guys have fun.
Thank you.
Bye, Ken.
Bye.
Love you.
Thank you, Jim. There you go. Cool. All right. So, for those of you that are not aware, our committee chairman travels quite a bit. He's gone almost 3 weeks a month as a recent job change he took in the late fall. And so he has been joining us remotely at at the committee meetings. And so anyway, we thought this evening we'd at least try to remotely make sure he's part of us still. So no matter where you are, scouting follows, right? Again, thank you everybody for coming this evening. Let's see, who else do we have? Mark has it. Okay. So we're going to start with the awarding of rank advancement. Okay, Devin, can you help me with rank advancement? And Shaman, Travis, do you want to come forward as well? For those of you that may be new faces to us this evening, so Devin is our senior patrol leader, and we have Travis and Shaman, who are co-advancement chairs, and so they've been really trying to help the boys move advancement along a little bit. And so thank you both for your efforts, and thank you for your leadership. So this evening we're going to recognize some of your youth for their accomplishments. All right. So I'm just going to have you do this. Okay.
Can Devin and Tyler please come forward? Yes, Thomas. He just said wait advancement. We're going over tenderfoot class. Right now, tenderfoot requirements offer a taste of great adventures awaiting you in scouting and give you the basic skills you need to begin taking part in those adventures. You met many challenges in earning the tenderfoot badge in order to be congratulated. Time has passed since you became a scout. You have used that time well in pursuing scout activities and knowledge. You are now qualified to assume the title and duties of Tender Scout. I know that you will wear this tenderfoot badge as a shield with honor and distraction. Please pin the pin. Wait, not yet.
You drop Travis.
Denali, can you please come up?
I can please come off. I love being loud in public and presenting things. No kidding. Be loud. Please, can Devin come to the stage? I'm assuming that's Carter because it says his name on the slide. Once before, you stood before this court and became a tenderfoot scout approximately 30 seconds ago. Time has passed since then. Oh, well. I ruined the joke. The joke's apparently already in the script. Time has passed since then, about 2 minutes actually. You have used that time well in pursuing scouting activities and knowledge, and have distinguished yourself by qualifying for second class rank. The rank of second class represents to you the opportunities for service to others by living according to the Scout Oath and law. You are adding your bit to the fires of good citizen and world brotherhood. I know that you will wear the the second class badge with honor and pride.
So at this time, we're going to actually. Thank you. We're going. I just wanted to step back here. I guess is what I really wanted to do. All right. I wanted to say congratulations to our 2 newest Eagle Scouts. Now, with that being said, we are actually going to have formal banquets, separate times, to be determined when in the future. But at least for the time being, I wanted to make sure that we recognize these 2 individuals for the hard work they've done. So Nicholas first, if you don't mind coming up, since you're in the front row, I'll shake your hand and congratulate you. And Denali, if you would like to come forward. So both youth had different projects, different amount of time. Let's just say Denali probably ran it closer to the red line than Nicholas did. Because you're what? You're 17? 16? Yeah, so he had a couple more years to go, whereas Denali's birthday's Friday. So let's just say it was close. So congratulations to both of you. A lot of hard work, and I hope you other scouts who are not quite there yet aspire to get to first class. That's the goal here in Boy Scouting. If you can get to first class, that's great. You can become an Eagle Scout. That's awesome. So thank you guys. All right. let's award some, yes? Yes, I'll look back on that. Yeah. At this time, we're going to award some merit badges for some of the hard work that the boys have earned. So I'll let you guys hand them out.
Boy Scouts can earn any of 121 different merit badges in areas, ranging from art to whitewater, and from camping to space exploration. To earn a merit badge, a scout picks a subject and reads merit badge book. The scout develops his skills and knowledge where he is ready. His merit badge counselor tests him. Today we are awarding a total of 22 merit badges. The first one coming up here for merit badges is going to be Nick Lewis. Nick has earned communications and cooking merit badges. Next up we have a Tom Du Bois. He has earned computers, public speaking, and snow sports. Next up is me for movie making and traffic safety. Yuri, he has earned snow sports. And that would be it for, we have one more. Okay, yes, we have one more. Lucas, you want to pull Lucas has earned snow sports and art badge. Lucas has earned art and snow sports badge. Checking that out. I have a feeling I know which one of my two it might be, but anyway. Okay, so I wanted to recognize, and I may not have had all the boys participated in this, but I know that at least 2 youth have helped out with community recognition this last quarter, and that was Conlon Kane and Devin, so thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. I know Devin's Tom's helped in the past as well. Anybody else that I missed? Sam Rue, Thomas, thank you Thomas. Okay. Anybody else that I'm missing? That was it? All right. I'm sorry. And Tom? Yeah, we said so. So community service is really important, and from a rank advancement perspective, when you get to certain ranks, they require a certain number of hours of community service or service hours. So where you can encourage your sons to help in community service, it will help us from a PR perspective as well as help them towards rank advancement. And they can earn that, you know, pretty much at any time. There's some merit badges. I'm trying to think the citizenship ones. There might be some requirements in there as well. So those are required merit badges. All right, enough said there. All right, so at this time we're going to have Dick Lambert come up and do our Friends of Scouting presentation. I'd like you to consider what he has to say. Some of you have seen his annual presentation on Friends of Scouting. I'm not going to repeat what the value is that he's going to bring to you, but we'll have a short presentation, then we have some other things to go over that are exciting. Thank you. Thank you, Dick.
Thank you, Tony. It's nice being back at Troop 308, seeing all of our scouts here advancing and progressing towards their next rank. I'm here on behalf of the council, and my message is going to be a little different tonight. As opposed to the message that I gave a few years ago about, you know, how much money your dollar goes towards working for the council. What we've done this year is we've made a pretty drastic change in the way we view our mission and our dollars. We've sold our building in the city of Portland, the one that's out by the airport. So soon you'll see a doctor's office there. But the scout shop will remain. We're a tenant of the doctor's. And so he's letting us continue to rent that. So you'll still be able to pick up your stuff at the scout shop. But we sold that building because it was not contributing to the program. program is the important thing that we've decided we're going to concentrate on from now on. The program is what benefits the Scouts. What we're doing is we've partnered we found this really unique opportunity to partner with the military. And what they're providing for us is the manpower to improve all of our camp facilities. They provide all of the expertise. They bring in their heavy machinery. All we have to do is provide them with materials, plans, and permits, and they go. So if any of you have been to Camp Hines lately, you've seen a lot of changes. I mean, I've been in Scouts for almost 40 years now, and every year I go to Camp Hines, and there'd be very little that was different. This year I went to Camp Hines, and I almost got lost on the way in. They built a new road there that was never there before, and trees were cut, and land was cleared, and there was several thousand tons of rock that was moved off the property. We've got a whole group of new rifle ranges there, shooting ranges that the military has constructed. Now we're on a mission. We've got plans, specifications, and we're starting to gain materials through donations for our new dining hall. The dining hall, and I'm not sure if there's a photograph of it here in the, there isn't. No. Okay. It's coming anyhow. The dining hall is going to be in a different location. We're going to start it this year. We are debt-free for the first time in almost 10 years, our council is. As one of the very few councils in the United States that can say that. So, what we're doing now is we're taking the money that you help us with, and we're going to put it in the programs. We're going to put it in the facilities that benefit the kids. And that's what this Friends of Scouting program is about tonight. As you know, part of the Friends of Scouting thing, last year I think we gave a mug out. But we usually give patches out. This year we've gone back to the patch. And what this patch is the shape of a pentagon to signify the military's involvement in our program. In the middle is a symbol called IRT, which is the Innovative Readiness Training Program that is benefiting the Scouts. We've got the military for 5 years. They are going to be coming here every spring and leaving in the fall and doing all kinds of work. We have all of the branches of the military that are participating in this IRT. The Air Force, Army, Marines, and Navy, and the Maine National Guard, which is on the bottom. They help us with our other camps. And then we have all of our camp symbols in the middle, because they are working on all of our camps. They're also helping the town of Raymond and doing a lot of the projects there. And so the benefit is going all the way around. So what we're asking for, and don't forget, this is a pledge drive. You don't have to pay anything tonight. You can pledge any amount that you'd like. In order to get the pin, the patch, we ask that you pledge at a donation of $190, which supports one Scout for a year. I feel like I'm on public television here, a pledge drive. I'm just missing the Ed Sullivan Show or something to show you guys as part of my pledge drive. But in any event, you can either you can pledge and decide how you want to pay it, monthly, quarterly, once, if you want to make a one-time pledge. If you want to pay your pledge through a credit card, there's a way of doing it on this form. If you open up the form, right here on the flap, we ask you to just fill out pertinent information. And it might be a little tough because for some reason this paper has an odd coating that makes it tough to write on. But I do have some pens if you need them. And down here is a place to use a credit card if you so choose to do that. The pledge amount can go up here. Make sure in the corner here you list Troop 308 as your unit where the pledge is coming from. We're also offering on units that exceed last year's amount, and I don't remember how much that was last year, but if you exceeded by 10%, we will continue to furnish the troop for a full year with all of their rank advancement for free. Those are the first awards that were given out here tonight. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, thank you. So, if you have a minute and you could fill out this form, I would appreciate it tonight. Good night. I can talk real good on those things. And just hold it up when you have it finished, and somebody will be around to collect it. Thank you for your time, and again, it's a pleasure being back here in front of Troop 308 to make this presentation. I was over at the troop meeting a couple of weeks ago doing a board review, and it brought back a lot of memories of my own boys. I have 3 boys that went through the program, and the reason I have no hair is because each one of them decided to wait until their 18th birthday is finished. But they all did, and I'm happy with that. They all got their Eagle badge right about their 18th birthday. But thank you very much again. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Dick. And if you don't mind, Zachary, keeping an eye out, raise your hand, Zach will come over and wrap.
Make the most obnoxious noise you can.
Great. Thank you so much. So, next we have Klondike Derby patches to hand out. So, will the following boys come forward who went to the Klondike Derby? Devin Cheatham-Wilmot, Dakota, Yuri, Garrett, Justin's not here this evening but went, and Zachary. Keegan's not here as well, but anybody else? Okay, and Shaman. If you guys both went? Travis and Shaman as well. Thank you. All right, thank you guys for going to the Derby. All right, so there was one slight correction on this slide. At the Fall Camporee, we've already awarded pretty much everything from the Fall Camporee, except for this one award, and it's the ham radio patches. So there's something in scouting on that particular day, usually in the fall. I think there's one in the spring as well, and it's called JOTA, right? Okay, which is Jamboree on the Air, as opposed to Jamboree on the Internet. So that's what the I stands for. So there is an internet version of it. It's kind of like a Skype, FaceTime kind of thing, versus the JOTA, which is over the air. And so there was an actual ham radio set up, big tower at the Fall Camporee. And so anyway, I want to recognize Dakota and Zachary for taking the time at that station that day. Oh, I'm sorry, Justin? So who was it, Dakota and Justin? Dakota and Justin, I apologize. Thank you. Congratulations, guys. All right, let's see. Okay, so this award is, first of all, somewhere, there it is, right here. So this patch is awarded to units, a troop, a venture crew, a Cub Scout pack, an explorer unit, if the unit achieves certain levels of excellence. And part of those, we work with the committee. I come to the committee and give a Scoutmaster's report every month, and the committee works to support the troop meet, the program, and the senior patrol leader in advancement, camping, Court of Honors, resident camp trips, short-term camping trips, recruitment, retention, all those things come into play. And so when we do those things successfully and we hit certain standards, we can level up. So we can go from a silver to, bronze, silver, gold status, if you will. This evening, I'm proud to announce that our troop earned the Gold 2014 Journey to Excellence. I think it was All Boys Life back then, or is it, no, it's not All Boys Life, but the 2014 Gold Standard for Journey to Excellence. So thank you to you parents for supporting us. Yeah. So if I could have all the youth members come forward, please.
I received as a youth in Boy Scouts for my patch.
And I'd also like forward. So if we could have Austin, Mark, Gary, Travis, Shama, Dick, you're part of the troop. Who else am I missing here? Dan Husser, yep, please come forward. Debbie, did we get Debbie? Or Kevin? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. I have to say one other thing is that because of troops like 308 and others throughout the district, this year, York District went from silver to also a gold district. There are different levels, there are different achievements for different types of units and districts and councils. And so, congratulations to 308, and because of them, the district also achieved gold status this year. Great. Thank you.
So I actually have something that was not on the slides. Sorry to throw you off, Patrick, for a second. Could Tom and Gary come up for a moment, please? Gary. Yes, Mr. Russo, I'm sorry. Yes. So these certificates are recognition that should have been given to you earlier, and we sent these, and I apologize that you didn't get them earlier. These are your certificates that state from the Scouting's National Honor Society, Order of the Arrow, that Tom and Mr. Russo are in the Brotherhood, are Brotherhood members in the Madakawanda Lodge, number 271. I dare you to say Madakawanda, like 10 times straight. Okay. So, congratulations. And there we go. Thank you, man. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Okay, and we have one more that's not on the slide. Let's see. This one is for Devin. Devin, can you come forward, please? All right. So, Mr. Travis, would you like to award this one?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So, Devin, besides being the senior patrol leader for the troop, he is also a den chief, has been a den chief for the pack for 3 years now. He's on his 4th year. So I'd like to present Devin with his award for being a den chief for the pack and doing all the requirements that is asked of him as the den chief.
Congratulations. Nice job. So, just real quickly, the Den Chief program, we have several Den Chiefs in here. Let's see, Conlon, you're a Den Chief for the Arrow Blights. That will be crossing over shortly. Who else was a Den Chief in here? Tom was for a while. We've had some youth over the years as part of the Den Chief program, and basically it's a youth scout in the Boy Scouts that... You done? Thank you. It's a rank that you can actually hold as a Boy Scout, that you can go and help the Cub Scout dens and basically meet your leadership requirements in Boy Scouting towards rank advancement. And it's one of the things, as Mr. Lambert mentioned, helps to, with the Journey of Excellence for both the pack and the troop, because it helps us to work together as brother units, okay? All right, I also, at this time, want to recognize one person that you are very familiar with, and another that you're not. And so if I could have Austin Van Neal and Denali come on up for a minute. So this evening, I wanted to introduce you to our newest assistant, well, not our newest, they're both newest in some respects, assistant scoutmasters. Denali's not new yet because he won't be one until his paperwork's in, which will be probably Saturday. So Austin technically is an assistant scoutmaster of Troop 308. You're official, so congratulations. And Denali is, in effect, because he'll be 18 and no longer a Boy Scout, will be an assistant scoutmaster.
My paperwork's done, so I'm counting this as official.
Yeah, well, as close to as you can get. Right. Yes. So, congratulations to Denali in advance. So, okay. I'm just going to ask of the two of you real quick. Assistant Scoutmasters are directed by the Scoutmaster. All right. they are to work with other responsible adults to bring scouting to boys. They are to use the methods of scouting to achieve the aims of scouting. They can be male or female, and they must be at least age 18 or older. They are appointed by the Scoutmaster and approved by the troop committee. So ultimately, Jim Wunderlich is the committee chair, approves it. And then formally above that, the chartered organization executive sponsor, which is Mike Boldick from the Knights of Columbus, who sponsors us, then thirdly signs off on it. And then the Scout executive signs off on it after background checks. They are to abide by the Scout oath, Scout law, promise. Do you guys both agree to that?
I do.
Yes, okay, yes, and I do work for me. And they are to subscribe to the precepts of the Declaration of the Religious Principles of Scouting. All volunteers are also expected to complete youth protection training. Okay. So, congratulations, gentlemen, and thank you for joining us in the leadership. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about summer camp. This is last year's dates and last year's accomplishments for summer camp. So it was a huge, huge year for us in scouting. In this particular troop, we killed it when it came to the amount of merit badges that we did. We had Shauna, Travis, Mr. Russo, myself, Mr. Gagne came up, and Mr. Wunderlich. All spent time that week up there. Mr. Lambert was up there with the committee, the district folks for a while, visiting. It was a lot of fun. We had Adam, who earned his scuba license, which is, that's a pretty unique thing. I haven't seen that in years. So that was awesome. And we had some scouts earn their BSA lifeguard. Denali earned that at camp last summer. Not at Hines, but at Hidden Valley. Woo! So we are going to Camp Hines. This summer. Mr. Russo and I are going to be sending out the dates. Have a seat, please. Mr. Russo and I will be sending out the absolute confirmation this week of the date that we are going, but you can pretty much count on it's going to be maybe about somewhere between like a week before that, roughly, and later than 4th of July. But it's likely the week of whatever that follows, 2 weeks into the middle of July, okay? Now, really important, and Mr. Travis promised he would do this for me, is to send out the campership applications. All right, so for those of you that don't know what a campership application is, you guys can check out of this conversation for a second. The campership application is basically your means to seek funds from the council, like Mr. Lambert just spoke about. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we'll make sure to send you the link to where the form is for the campership application this week. You can download it yourself. It's due, not this Friday, next Friday. And it needs my signature. So next Wednesday, make sure your youth brings in, like you can bring it in the sealed envelope if you want, give it to me. I'll sign it and we'll get it to council in time for your campership application to be considered. But it's a way of seeking financial assistance if you need that, okay? So don't miss out on it, because once you miss next Friday, there's no opportunity there. Okay? Everybody clear about the dates? Yeah. So far, so good? Okay. What else? Okay, so a couple of quick things to go over. And at this time, can you guys, hey, do you mind passing out this packet, the one on the right-hand side, and maybe Nicholas, do you mind, Nicholas? Do you mind grabbing half of that packet and maybe passing some out? It asks that each family just take one, because I'm not sure how many copies I ran. So the first thing I wanted to mention is University of Scouting, which is this Saturday. University of Scouting it's set up like the university program. So between the hours of basically 9 and 3 or 9 and 4, you have 6 opportunities or 6 one-hour courses that you can sign up for. The program is designed for youth 14 years and older and any adults, scouting or not registered scouters, okay? So if you're even thinking about becoming a scouter long-term, go to this. It's a great opportunity to network with other scouters. How many do you think were there last week? 350 people?
Yeah, 300.
Okay. So there were definitely over 300 people at the Freeport High School. You'll see on that first page, there's you can send an email if you want more information, but if you go to the Pine Tree Council site, there's an online registration form. If you want to register your youth, you can do that online. You can pay for it online. You can have them select their courses. Okay? So they can choose up to 6 different courses, everything from knot tying to cooking, backpacking. There's a lot of courses. Or you can go and learn all those things as well. All right? Next up, let's see here. Order of the Arrow elections. So you'll see a couple of us wearing our sashes, 2 of us, 3 of us, right? A couple of us anyway. Mr. Husser has his as well. So we have, every year, we have elections that are done before April 15th. And we have 2 candidates eligible this year for Order of the Arrow. The candidates, as you see, are Yuri and Evan. So the youth will have an opportunity, basically, to elect. We're going to have a presentation by the Order of the Arrow next Wednesday at our Scout meeting. We're going to have 2 youth members, the Gervais, and we'll also have Jody Hart as the adult OA member come, give us a presentation. The boys will go through the election process. Once the boys are elected or nominated, then at the fall camporee, there's what we call a call-out. And the boys are called out and called forward, and then they can learn a little bit more about what's going to become their ordeal. And then an ordeal is something they go to on a weekend event, usually Camp Hines, Camp Bombazine, or Camp Nutter. Okay? So, boys, make sure if you're in the Order of Arrow, wear your sashes next week. All right, next slide, please. We have Operation Fly First Class. So for those scouts who are not first class yet, this is an awesome opportunity to get them there. All right, if you think of like summer camp where we send our first-year scouts to the Polaris program or first-year program, whatever it may be called, those programs will really concentrate on the first several ranks, tenderfoot, second class, and first class, to get those boys advanced as quickly as they can towards their first class rank requirements. Okay? So that's 4 days during spring break. Let's see. Next, please. Oh, West Point. Yeah, we haven't talked about West Point in a little bit. So there is a West Point page on the back here of this handout. Is the Facebook page to the West Point Scoutmasters Council, and you can like that page for a little bit more information. The new patch, no, it's not up there, but it's on the Facebook site. And I think actually Travis sent it out this week on our Facebook site. So West Point, we put a $1,000 deposit down on a charter bus because we had commitment forms from parents and youth that you're going. And we have several thousand more to complete this thing so we can go. And we just want to make sure that you honor your commitments towards that. Shelly Kane, our treasurer, who's not here tonight, wanted me to make sure that I make it clear that we need to start seeing a few envelopes come in for that if we can, please. And I would like to really highly endorse that we get that paid and over with so that we can put it behind us and start thinking about the fun we're going to have when we go there. I don't really want to talk about money, mostly because I'm also in church, and I know those 2 things don't usually go well together, so forgive me for that. Get it? That's another one, forgive me. I'm sorry. Anyway. All right, so anyway, I just ask that we be very conscious about the West Point trip. If you committed to it and your son going, please get it paid up so we can get this over with. We will be having bottle drops to help pay for that, so that way we can reduce the cost. And then we're going to start assignments here in the next couple of weeks. We'll be working with Devin on who's going to be doing cooking, and it's a pretty concentrated event. We're probably going to be on the road by 6 a.m. Friday morning, May 1st. We probably won't be back until sometime later that Sunday afternoon, May 3rd. So it's a big deal for us and the youth, and we want to make sure they have fun while we all sit back in a chartered, air-conditioned cool bus watching movies on the way down. Okay? Enough said? All right. Let's see. Scoutorama. You can look at your handout for a little bit more information. L.O. Bean is helping us to co-sponsor the first Scoutorama. It's really a way of boosting scouting and what it is and try to help with recruitment in general, and no better place to do it than L.O. Bean, perhaps. So we're going to be there. Trip 45 is hosting it along with L.O. Bean and the Pine Tree Council, but we will all try to be there as well during that time period. Okay? me to shut up, okay? But first, let me just ask, Mr. Russo, Travis, did I miss anything? I got the camper ships. Is there something else? Oh, Merit Badge College. Yes, thank you. So, do you want to pass? We just did. The Merit Badge ones? Yes. Oh, I had some. No, wait, I'm sorry. These are different. All right.
Is there any more of these?
Devin, why don't you pass these to the parents? All right. The York District Merit Badge College is coming up. So we've talked about University of Scouting. Well, college is a little bit different. It's, anybody in higher education, right? You know that universities are a little bit larger than colleges, and so this is dialed down. It's not the same, but one of the reasons we moved our meetings to Wednesday nights is to help accommodate 4 Thursday nights coming up. All right, and they'll be at Sanford High School starting April 9th. And you'll see here on the handout, there's several, thank you, Kevin. There's several courses that your guys can pick and likely earn these merit badges if they put their heart and soul into it. Cooking's an Eagle required one. There might be a couple guys in here who've been looking for cooking. There you go. And personal management and first aid and citizenship in the world, communications. I would highly encourage you guys to sign up for the Merit Badge College so that you can knock off these that you don't have just yet, okay? All right. Now do I have everything? Winter camp? Oh, I did want to recognize those guys who went to winter camp. So we had Devin, please stand. Tom, where are you? Tom was here.
There he is.
Oh, Tom, all right. Denali was on staff, and Yuri went as a camper, right? Okay. So thank you guys for dedicating your time on staff and going. Yes, and we do acknowledge Dean Zaharis, who's the Scoutmaster there. I think he's done it, what, 35 years?
Yeah.
Scoutmaster for the winter camp? It's a long time. Okay, lasts. All right.
We're trying to do this with the Sugarloaf 28.
March 28th, the last Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this month, right? All right. So you want to talk about it real quick?
We originally scheduled the camp at the Sugarloaf School this past weekend, but I'll have you know it was 17 below zero on Thursday night. And 8 degrees, they hit any higher than 8 degrees on Friday, so the weather and a couple of things going on, it's opted out. However, they were invited to come up to the camp on the 28th, the weekend of 28th. What I do have issues with, we need to have a commitment of transportation as one of the key issues. At least 4 adults, because 2 go skiing for youth protection, and 2 go either snowshoe and cross-country skiing down the Marion Hudson Trail system. There's also the Appalachian Trail if they so desire. And from what I understand, there's a downhill ski race that day, so even the scouts, if they so choose, they can snowshoe up Sugarloaf for free of cost. For free. They can hang out as a spectator and get their hiking done. Some of the trails are pretty level, and they get a good vantage point to watch the races. Again, we'll try to shoot the 28th. The idea is to get them to sleep outside. We did last year to have a great time. I remember right.
We're on top of the
We're on top of Woodpile, but now Alley and Lucas, top of Woodpile. They snow sledded, they skied, they did everything, a little bit of everything. I think they enjoyed themselves. I'd like to get them to do it again this year. Again, though, the thing is the commitment of 4 adults to stay for the weekend and travel. So that being said, just communicate to the board and to myself, and we'll see if we can get this going. I think we'd have a lot of fun. I think they did. And again, they accomplished a few merit badges between the cooking and the snow sports, the hikes. We nailed down quite a few of the requirements on all the first class through the merit badges. That's a lot of fun. It's a 3-hour ride, right? 3 hours and kind of cold, but it's still fun. I think towards March it'll be warmer and more acclimated to stay outside. That being said, thank you.
I do want to say, probably didn't say, I don't say it enough, but could not do what we do without the adult leaders that we have. And, you know, Gary opening up his cabin for the boys, you know, even though they mostly slept out last time, but, you know, thank you for letting me use the couch because it was cold. I do want to say thank you to Gary because he has just gone above and beyond in behind the scenes, in front of you, with the boys. It's amazing what he does. So thank you, Gary, for everything. And then I erred early on by not recognizing we do have a scout who's, this is his first court of honor. So if Stephen could stand, I want to at least recognize you and say thank you for coming. Okay, so the future. We've got great opportunities. You've heard a lot tonight about your son's accomplishments and where they're going and what we can be doing. We have, you know, a strong group of youth leaders sitting here tonight. We also have a strong committee that could be stronger. And so all I'd ask is that for those of you that, if you have a little bit of time, once a month, this is Jim Wonderland's pitch, by the way, coming through me this evening. If there's any opportunity for you to spend a couple hours with us, you know, once a month at the committee meeting, I know he would appreciate it. I do from the program side, but I think he would from the committee side. And then, you know, basically parental involvement can come from not just necessarily being part of the committee, but just being in support. So many of you here have participated in ways that maybe you're not part of the committee, but Patrick, you've helped us, you know, with traveling kids to different things, and Josh and Allison did the Klondike Derby last year. I mean, we've had, you know, Dan help us in a lot of respects in you know, organizing college drives. Erica, I'm missing everybody. Rich has helped come up and do the Sugarloaf trip with us. We have a lot of parents involved here. Thank you for the med forms, by the way, which I owe you. And we just need more. We could really use some help because as we continue to do these advancements, these guys need the support from me, and I need the support from you. All right, thank you. So, this evening, that is it. Gentlemen, oh, cups. Do we want to talk about the cups?
No.
On the chairs, you will see some vintage cups. What happened was the guys were cleaning and digging out our scout closet, and we discovered how many? Hundreds? I mean, it's quite
About 170 total.
170 mugs, as you'll see there. Those are your gift from the troop this evening. And we actually are selling the rest of them up at the University of Scouting. These guys are going up, and some of the youth are staffing a table, and we're going to sell them for $5 a piece. But they're collector's items, basically. Some of you randomly got some that could be, you know, 50, 60 years old from when a Scoutmaster got mugged at going to a summer camp, is what we call it. So anyway, enjoy your mug. Feel free to take it home, and thank you for your support. All right, gentlemen, can you please come forward? We're going to close with Vespers. Sure. Hey guys, let's go.
I think it's back.
We can just do it a lot.
Why is it hard today?
You guys want to join us? Come in. No, that's up to you. We'll let them stay in the middle. How's that sound?
Tony, can I say one thing?
Yes.
I don't want to interrupt you last year, but the only person that didn't get thanked here all night tonight, to be honest with you, was the one that really needs to be thanked tonight, because he really deserves it. He's the one that really puts in a lot of time, got a lot going on in life, and he still takes the time to be here all the time with us boys and all the leaders and everything. And that's you, Tony. You're the only one.
Appreciate that. All right. Are we ready, Mr. Senior Patrol Leader?
Yes.
All right. Right over left. You want to start us off, Devin?
Softly falls the light of day as our campfire fades away. Silently each scout should ask, have I done my daily task? Have I kept my honor bright? Can I kneel to the sleep tonight? Have I gone and have
until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
Woo! Oh, if anybody wants a hand We'll take a look at the soda. That's the second. Yeah, that's the other. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, thank you. Appreciate that. Good night, guys. Yeah. Oh, I am taking Steven with me. It's,
He needs that.
after that, she'll
I do not know. I have to.
Yeah, it's like you can pick these things, and she has a very positive attitude. Since December 21st.
On. Can't turn it off. You can't turn it off. It's off.
Oops, sorry. You okay?
There you go, honey. Okay. Nicholas, what's up? Oh,